In the town of Maple Creek, nestled between rolling hills and whispering willows, there lived a woman named Martha. Martha was known for two things in town: her delicious apple pie and her kind heart. But it was her heart that was breaking. Her son, Thomas, had left for college 4 years ago and never returned. He was supposed to be back home for Christmas, but Martha hadn't heard from him since he left for university. She missed his booming laughter that once echoed through their home, replaced now by an unsettling silence. She missed his stories about school and his dreams, which used to fill her evenings. Now her days were filled with empty cups of tea and unanswered phone calls. In the quiet solitude of her home, Martha found comfort in memories. She would often go to his room, which was kept exactly as he'd left it, and talk to the framed pictures on his desk, sharing stories about her day or just letting the silence hang between them. One particular picture was her favorite. It was a goofy picture of Thomas as a toddler, his tongue sticking out, a single tooth missing from his smile. He was wearing his favorite red hat, the one she'd knitted for him, the one he never took off. It had been Thomas's constant companion since he could walk. The hat had been washed so many times, its color had faded to a soft pink, but to Martha, it was the most vibrant red she'd ever seen. She would trace the outline of the photo with her finger, a lump forming in her throat, tears threatening to spill. But something else resided in that room, something that brought both solace and sorrow to Martha. Tucked away in the corner was a worn laundry basket filled with Thomas's old clothes, shirts with video game logos, faded jeans with holes at the knees, and his collection of mismatched socks. Every week, without fail, Martha did Thomas's laundry, even though he wasn't there to wear them. It was a small, simple act that helped her feel connected to her son. The clothes, especially the socks, held his scent, a comforting reminder of his presence. There was something about the worn fabric and the faint aroma of detergent mixed with sunshine that enveloped her in a warm embrace, a tangible link to her boy. One rainy afternoon, as Martha sorted through the clothes, her gaze fell upon a lone sock. It was a fuzzy, purple, striped sock, one of Thomas's favorites. As she held it, a wave of emotion washed over her. She remembered the day he'd gotten it, the matching pair having a hole in the toe. So Thomas, with the pragmatism of youth, had simply cut off the toe of the other sock, making them a perfect pair once more. And then she noticed the smell. It wasn't the familiar, comforting scent of her son. No, this was different. This smelled like Thomas, but not the Thomas she knew. This smelled like the young boy who used to race around the house with the red hat pulled low over his eyes. The one who used to snuggle with his stuffed animals, whispering secrets only they could understand. Overwhelmed with emotion, Martha sank to the floor, clutching the sock to her chest, as if it were a lifeline, as if it could anchor her to the present. In that small, insignificant object, she found a connection to her son's childhood, a time when life was full of laughter and hope, a time before the weight of the world had settled on his shoulders. As the rain poured outside, mirroring the tears on her face, Martha whispered, "Oh, Thomas, where are you?" The sock, smelling faintly of her son's sweet innocence, seemed to absorb her grief, understanding, perhaps, in its own silent way, the depth of a mother's love and the agony of a goodbye that never ended.